Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
What's going on, five? What's going on, people, man? It's been a long time. Yeah, what's going on, people? Hope you're alright. We're gonna talk about so who you think, yeah, the greatest Asian boxers of all time is. So you guys chat in the comment section. I've got a list of fighters in the description box. So we're gonna talk about some of them. Alright, so first and foremost up, we're gonna talk about his name. Donnie 90s. Donnie 90s is a former four-weight champion. So you got strawweight, um, light fly, super fly champion. Um, One of the greatest fighters out of the Philippines, along with Nonito, Donaire, and obviously Manny Pacquiao. We're going to talk about both of them. We'll talk about a bit later on. And yeah, he's a great fighter. He retired recently. Just beat Kazuto, also a four-weight champion. We'll talk about him. And definitely he deserves to be on the list. So early 90s, like I said, a four-weight champion, one of the greatest fighters out of the Philippines, and a stellar fighter. He holds it down for many years. Early 90s. It's a shame. I don't think people in the people over in the West, so to speak, I don't think they didn't probably hear about him. But absolute great fighter in his own right. So in the 90s. Yeah, born in the Philippines. Stands, he's not that tall, he's 5'2". He's 37, so he's their age, but he's probably called it a day. He's beat so many great fighters though in the 90s, yeah. Yeah, so we will talk about him. He's done there. We talked about him, so he's one of the guys on the list I've talked about. Who else we got here? We got Indian Chi. Indian Chi is one of my greatest fighters of all time, man. Indian Chi, boy. Like, I love Indian Chi, man. Indian Chi was an exciting fighter. That guy came to fight, bro. You know what I mean? He came from Korea, and he always comes at the corner. And the first fight I ever saw of him was against Eric Morales. It was for the featherweight. I think it was the bantamweight, WBC bantamweight title, or the super bantamweight, one of the two. And he put on such a great performance. Actually, it was the featherweight title. Actually, the WBC featherweight title. He got a great fight in the Staples Center. If you go check it out on YouTube, check it out. It's a great fight from ear to bend. He gave Eric Morales a very hard fight, but was too smooth them times there, and one of the greatest Mexican fighters, and they put on a great fight from Korea, and he put his name on the map there. And then later on, him and Michael Brody fought for the vacant title in Manchester, and it was very controversial. Some people they call it a draw, but I think, in my opinion, like watching it, it was brutal. I think Ivnici won the title, and then obviously the rematch with Michael Brody then proceeds to stop Michael Brody in Manchester, and broke Michael Brody's heart, and he never got a WBC championship, so I was unlucky for him. And yeah, man, they're the noble fights for Indian Chi, but definitely a great fight along with the Nonito Nites, deserves to be on the list as a great one of the greatest Asian fighters. Who else we got here? Vassiliy Jirov. Vassiliy Jirov, man. Listen, this guy here, he's a very good fight out of Kazakhstan. He won a gold medal at Kazakhstan, and he decided to what would you call it? The vacate. There's no word for it. Uh, what did I say? It says just leave it. Um, Leave to come to make his career in America, and he teamed up with Bob Aaron, and sees them win these fights. Yeah, he based his career in America and just kept on winning until he got his title shot, his IBF title shot against who did he win his title against? Daley Brown. That's where he won his title. He won by stoppage. Daley Brown at the time was 19 and over with one draw, and yeah, he proceeds to beat him and captures the IBF cruiserweight title, and he had a nice little run. Couple of defenses up in there. The defense is not against no one lately, but the big fight is against him and James Tony in where was that? Yeah, Foxwoods Resort. Listen, that fight there was great, man. If you ever check that out, yeah, Vasily Europe from Kazakhstan. Another thing as well, Kazakhstan is in Asia, in Central Asia. It's formerly from the Soviet Republic, but as they broke up the Soviet Union, it's more in Asia, so it's Central Asia. That's why I've got him the Kazakhstan has won Asian fight. So anyway, yeah, he great fight with James Toney. He went the distance. He got knocked down in the final round, and it was very close on the scorecard. But James Toney pulled it off. But that was a great fight for such a Europe. And end of the day, that's what you're looking for great fighters. Also, later on, he moved up, yeah, from cruiserweight to heavyweight. And Joe Macy. After Joe Macy fought vassiliy Jirov, I don't think he fought again. That was it. I think he had something to do with his brain or something to do with attack retina or something. But that was a war. And even though he lost that fight, he put up a great effort. Then he fought Michael Mora, and Michael Mora was too big for him, and he got stopped. And he got a draw against Orlando Norris, but after that, yeah, like, he had a couple more wins, and that's it. He lives in Phoenix, Arizona now, so that's where he resides, and he deserves to be on the list. Vassiliy Jirov. All right, next guy on the list. Should I need no introduction? The man, the myth, Triple G from Kazakhstan. Absolutely deserves to be on the list. Triple G, undisputed. Was he undisputed? Undisputed. Well, not really, because Canelo beat Cotto, and then he was basically the man because Cotto beat who did Cotto beat? Cotto beat Sergio Martinez. Sergio Martinez beat Kelly Pablet. Kelly Pablet beat Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor beat Bill Hopkins. Bill Hopkins was the guy who unified all the belts. So um, arguably Canelo was that guy. And he never beat Canelo. It was the first one. It was a draw. So he never got undisputed. But Triple G was there. He got all the other belts he collected, all the other fighters, and then he lost in the rematch. But they might have a third fight, so he might have a chance to become undisputed champion. I don't know if Kiro's going to stay that way. So, but definitely put in some great fights, some great highlight knockouts from Triple G, and fight with Danny Jacobs was good, and interesting as well. So yeah, great fighter. Triple G deserves to be on the list, absolutely. Got Takanori. Um, he's a great strawweight fighter from Japan. Maybe you guys, his nickname is Lightning Foot. Yeah, man, his nickname Lightning Foot. First saw him was when he fought Roman Chocolito Gonzalez. That was a wicked fight. That was, and he gave Roman some hard trouble. Right, he's undisputed strawweight champion. He got all the belts, man. There's one of them guys. Well, I don't think he held the belts at one time, but he definitely had all the belts, right? He picked up all the belts. Let me see. Did he have all three belts? He definitely at one time had all the belts at strawweight. So he was a strawweight guy. He's retired in 2016, and his fight with Roman Chocolito, but his most memorable fight. I done commentary. Check it out. This was Francisco Rodriguez Jr. That fight was epic, bro. 2014. Check that out. He lost by unanimous decision, but listen, that fight it was a classic, bro. He put on a great performance, and he was one of my all-time Japanese fighters. Definitely deserved to be in the one that same for one of the greatest Asian fighters of all time. So I'll definitely have him on the list. Next guy we're gonna move to is Kazuto Ioka. We talked about him against NIETES. I need to check that fight actually. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that fight yet. No one check. No one's really interested in it. I need to check that fight out actually. See how they actually fight. I haven't really seen that fight yet, but absolutely Kazuto Ioka is a great fight. He actually is a four-weight champion now. Actually, yeah, four-weight champion along with the United a four-weight champion. First Japanese fighter to become a four-weight champion, actually. He just won recently, a knockout, and congratulations to Kazuko Ioka, and definitely one of the greatest Asian fighters of all time. He deserves to be on the list. And next, we'll move on to Nonito Donaire, the Filipino Flash. What can I say, man? Mobile World Champion. He's still fighting right now. He's in the World Boxing Super Series, and he's in the finals, actually. And we'll see if he can pull out some magic. He's going to be going against another guy on the list we're going to talk about as well, actually. But when he's in his game, he does a wicked against Fernando Montiel. He beat the Raging Bull. What's his name again? Dick Darchinian. And no names like this, no names like that. Like, he just beat some names. Nicholas Waters lost to him, lost to Carl Frampton. But this is late in his career. These guys still fighting. He still got that wicked left hook. Pugayase, he beat him as well. That was Wilfred Vasquez Jr. He's got so many names. The Fernando Montiel knockout was vicious, bro. It's vicious. Herman Marquez, you beat him as well. You know, yeah, Herman Marquez as well. That's little Tyson as well. Um, yeah, man, he beat the who's who down in their weight classes. The Nonito there and the Filipino Flash. Actually lost his second fight, but yeah, that's cool. Then after that, it was a mad streak. The last time he lost, let me see, his career started in 2001, right? And the next time he lost, yeah, was against Guillermo Rigondeaux in 2013. So you're basically looking at what? Looking at like what, 12-year span, 12-year winning streak. Just doing his thing. It's called carving up people against Rigondeaux. And it's practically a year later, near enough a year later. But that fight was classy as well. And he got his eyes swelled up in that fight. But, he came back and you know came back and done pretty well in that fight, but he lost fair and square. But Rigondeaux was no doubt great fighter, and he's one of the greatest Caribbean fighters of all time. Guillermo Rigondeaux, and the Nito then also he beat a big touch in the rematch. That was a good fight as well. Then he later on got stopped by like Nicholas Ward, I mentioned everyone. But now he's in the fight. Yeah, like I said, he's in the finals, and he's going against. We're going to talk about this guy. He's going to be going against. Nine Inoue. I don't know his name up in there as well. Maybe not. Yeah, I think we'll put his name in there. And Nine Inoue, he's gonna be going against him. And Nine Inoue is or what's it? He's a light, light fly, light fly, mist fly, super fly, and now bantamweight champion right now, and he's the man to beat right now. He's the man to beat, and we want to see that great fight, Asian fight, all Asian fight right there. See who's gonna win, and I look forward to that. But now anyway, is a devastating knockout puncher, and he ain't joking around for nothing, boy. He ain't joking around for nothing. I'll tell you that. When we see that fight, we're gonna know, yeah, that fight right there is gonna be a fight for the ages, for real. Fight for the ages. Let me give you some more background on that anyway. He's only young, but he's got one of the more hardest hitting punches in boxing you've ever seen. Give you a bit more data on that. Yeah, he beat last fight he fought was Emmanuel Rodriguez, people saw for the first time, probably over here in the UK because they showed it on Sky. But me, I've been tracking his career from Omar Navarra, when he captured one of his titles. He won his first title with Adrian Hernandez. I actually used to have his videos in there, but YouTube, for some reason, they flagged my video. They didn't like I done commentary on his videos, for whatever reason, something didn't like it. And they put their own stuff up for whatever reason, but it doesn't matter. This how some people are in it. And he had a really good fight with, what's his name again? Another Japanese guy from the belt. I can't remember his Oh, Ryo Tokuyugo. Yeah, Ryo Tokuji. Yeah, he fought. That was a good fight for the Japanese light flyweight title. Yeah, that was a really good backwards and forwards fight. He's a champion in his own right as well. So yeah, and I always been busy fighting champions from young. You know what I'm saying? From 2012, he just sort of carving up guy. Yeah, Adrian Hernandez, he picked up his first world title. Like I said, a light fly. Yeah, a light fly. And then he beat Omar Navarre at Superfly, jumping, missed the flyweight division, picked up his next title, and now that was the WBO title, and now he covered IBF Bantam. Yeah, IBF Bantamweight title champion. You know what I mean? It's like I said to you, this kid, especially, yeah, that's when he beat Jamie Moore. I was that fight as well. That was in Japan, and he beat Jamie Moore. So, yeah, and his last fight was in Glasgow, England, against Manuel Rodriguez, where he stopped him as well. So he's got all knockouts. Apart from Ryo Tokuchi, he's the only guy I never won the distance with. Actually, anyone else? I think someone else won the distance with. Yeah, another person with distance with him as well. But other than that, yeah, most people they don't really go distance with. He's very hard hitting. He's got one of the hardest neck hitting in boxing. Pound for pound, one of the best. And he definitely deserves to be on the list, and he's all great. Him and Lethal Donaire are geared up to clash against each other, and we look forward to see how that fight's going to pan out against each other. All right, we're going to move on. So he definitely deserves to be on the greatest Asian fighters of all time, and he will become that. And then we got the next guy on my list, yeah. Srisaket saw a run on the wrong side, yeah, as Lopez affectionately calls him, Kit Kat. And listen, I've been tracking this guy from when he won the title, right? And I told people from time that he would be Chocolito or whatever, clown me. But listen, I already, this guy was bad news from the minute. In his division, he was the most powerful southpaws in his division. You know what I'm saying? Like, he real hits hard. When he won his first WBC, let me see, WBC, uh, when he won his first WBC title against Yo Sota. Where is he from? Country was he from? I think in Thailand he won his cup. I think he also he was from Mexico, and he also won his WBC first title. And he was just on a tear, like just beating guys there, you know, points, knockouts, wherever it took in it, wherever it took. And then finally, this is the first encounter where I actually probably saw him. I didn't see that when he won his first title, but I saw this guy. This is the first that I actually on YouTube. You'll check it out. Carlos Quadras versus Sawkits. Sawkit Rungvisai. That's the fight right there. That is the fight right there. That is an epic fight. That first fight. They already had one fight, but that fight, I actually thought that it lost on the Sawkit Rungvisai lost on a split decision, technical decision. I actually thought he won the fight when I was doing my commentary, and it becomes very big now. Like because at the time where we are talking about now, he lost the technical in Mexico, right? So he took his time to Mexico, so Thailand then, and he was the referee said he was hitting low. And he was all busted up. His quad was busted up. He was winning the points definitely, but Circuit was coming back strong, quick with body shots, and the referee stopped because quad was bleeding, and they gave him the decision, and he lost the belt. And then from that point onwards, this guy was on a tear, pure knockouts. Bobby Conception, all these knockout. There's even one knockout. Yeah, he hit one guy in the stomach, and the guy puked up in the ring. Just pure knockouts. Think I'm joking? Just pure knockout. Until yeah, finally gets his Quadras, yeah, goes against Quadras. I think Quadras and Quadras belt. Obviously, so with Quadras, and Quadras loses the belt to Roman Chocolito, and Roman Chocolito moves up from flyweight to Superfly, and then they finally have the match. I put money down from the jump. I told people, and he won by the majority decision. And he put Chocolito down. Chocolito in the rematch, he went in Chocolito and he stopped Chocolito. And people was like, "Wow, this guy's for real." Then and this thing he does his next act against Juan Francisco Estrada, who gives Chocolito and a back and forth. They're one of the best light flight champions. Both of these all champions now, right? He gets in there and wins by majority decision as well. And I feel at this point, yeah, I felt it was a long time he's fighting, inactivity, and I'm not too sure. So when he goes against Juan Francisco Estrada, I don't think his eye was on the ball, and he lost his title against Juan Francisco. So hopefully they have a fight. So that's 1-1. And he won by United decision, and in England in America. So hopefully they will fight again. But this guy definitely one of the greatest Asian fighters of all time out of Thailand. Saw Rungvisai, definitely one of the great fighters. His name's actually called Wakati Waka. Changed his name, but he's my guy. He's the guy I was along with Indian Chi and the other guys there, like really excited fighter. But let's talk about next. Oh yeah, Mashido fighting Harada. Machito fighting Harada. Listen, you know about Mashido fighting Harada. Listen, this guy fighted out of the 60s. He's one of the most exciting fighters back then. If you want to see a guy here in the corner who comes and sits in the corner, as soon as the bell rings, he runs at the corner and runs across you. That's your man. That's your man's right there. One of the most exciting fighters, a two-weight champion, one belt a fly, and he won a bantam, and he was also all action fighter. Everyone got their money's worth, and he's a great fighter. And a great fighter. Like I said, he lost his belt to Lionel Rose, but in the process before he lost his belt to Lionel Rose, he in some great fights. Always in some great fights, and yeah, he won his second title. He won his second title. Was it WBA and WBC? That's when he's undisputed. Them days there, when you was like in '96, you become undisputed. So he's undisputed in these weights. Edgar Jury, he won his title. But like I said, he lost his belt later on to Lionel Rose. But like Lionel Rose become an all-time fighter out of Australia, and but absolutely great fighter. Masahiko fighting Harada. So you guys want to see some action? Check out Masahiko fighting Harada. One of the greatest Japanese fighters of all time, and he definitely deserves to be on the list of the great Asian fighters of all time. And we're moving down. Harada. Oh, here we are. We're getting to Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Oh, whoa. Now, out of all the fighters I mentioned now, they're all great fighters, but most people will consider this guy like the benchmark. As you talk about in the Caribbean, you might think Matt McCallum. When you think of Cuba, you might think of what's his name again? Felix Stevenson or Felix Savon, and then Cuban amateur fighters, and then maybe you're gonna go up to Rigo, and you think of the pole bar man. What's his name again? Kid Chocolate, and you think of what's his name again? The other guy was the Hawk. What's his name again? The other guy. Ah, the other guy. But great fighter, Kid Chocolate, Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad. That's the other Cuban fighter you might think of. Or Puerto Rico, you might think of Wilfred Gomez, Wilfred Benitez, Felix Trinidad. When you think of Asia, there's one guy that most people, and especially in the modern days, even though Inoue is great, Srisaket great, and Triple G definitely great. Yeah, but most people might maybe not consider him Asian, but he definitely Asian in Kazakhstan, right? But Manny Pacquiao is that dude, bro. Manny took you, he caused, he lacerated the world of boxing like no one else before, and no one else did. And he's got a big fight with Keith Thurman coming up, and later in these years, so we're gonna see how he does there. But 100% one of the greatest Asian fighters of all time, Manny Pacman Pacquiao. His resume, his speech for himself. Was a seven weight champion. Let me see where he started off. He started off a light fly, you know. Yeah, from the Philippines. Let me see his first world title. Yeah, his first world title was at flyweight. So he basically come from flyweight all the way up, yeah, and all the way up flyweight to 147 as a welterweight, you know, and even 154 he actually fought. I belt at 154. Beat names such as Adrian Broner, you know what I'm saying? Jeff Hardy lost again. Beat Jesse Vargas, Tim Bradley, lost to Mayweather, but that was a good fight. Chris Algieri, all these are all champions, you know, by the way. Tim Bradley, Brandon Rios, one Manuel Marquez. He lost, one beat, one whatever. Beat Shane Mosley, beat Antonio Margarito, Joshua Cotty, Miguel Cotto, Ricky Hatton, De La Hoya, David Diaz. Listen, guy. This guy's called Eric Morales. You know what I'm saying? This guy's on it, bro. He's you know, I don't, yeah, he beat Marco Antonio Barrera. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first one I saw him. That's the first one I saw him. Actually, I saw one before when he beat Manuel Lazaro before, and I think he beat an African guy before him as well. But when he came to America, I think Manuel Lazaro, that's when he beat him. Yeah, and then I saw him again. Then they heard him they called that Marco Antonio Barrera, right? And then that fight was on, and then obviously the next fight in he goes against Marquez. But the Barrera fight, yeah, just when he beat Barrera at that time was the number one guy, right? He beat Nassim Hamid to be the number one featherweight title. And listen, that fight was sick, bro. And even the Marquez was doing his own heavy lifting guy there. Because Marquez wanted to be the best in the world by fighting Barrera. Barrera never fought him. He fought Pacquiao. And listen, what an epic. What an epic right there. You know what I'm saying? What epic right there. But this guy went on. Look at the names he's got. All the way from Fly to Feather. You know, like, look, arguably right there and then, the Marquez wars with Eric Morales and Barrera. You could see, like, yo, he could be like the greatest featherweight, right? Because them guys were legendary. But no, this guy, see on his laurels now. Yeah, he moved right up lightweight. You know what I'm saying? In lightweight, to be fair, in lightweight, he never really fought no top lightweight, right? But I've been saying it doesn't matter. Like where he's got names in his resume, the who's who of boxing, there's pure champions. Arguably, I'm gonna say it right now. He is the greatest Asian fighter of all time, and now he's gonna be fighting Keith Thurman for the WBA super welterweight title. And later in his later years, Manny Pacquiao, he's 40 years of age. You know what I'm saying? And this should be it, man. After this, whatever happens, listen, he's already cemented himself as the greatest guy ever. Manny Pacman Pacquiao, in my opinion, is probably the greatest Asian fighter of all time. So I hope you like my list. Hope you appreciate it, man. Give me the thumbs up. However, leave your comments of who you think is the greatest Asian fighter and why. I'm EJ Boxing Live. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.